Well, hello, friends. I know this is going to be a favorite for many. This is What's in the Case number 5 collection. So we're going methodically, case by case, of what's in the store that maybe has been on, some of it on the website, some of it not. So we're trying to get everybody up to speed on what is in the Stonefeather Road collection of beautiful, mostly Native American jewelry, some Native American inspired jewelry, and some custom pieces that have been done for Stonefeather Road and within Stonefeather Road. So a whole mirage of pieces within that particular collection. So we're going to grab one particular case, which is this one up here, which is the White Buffalo. So the White Buffalo has been a fan favorite and for going on, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years now. And we very methodically pick through, very selectively, the White Buffalo that we acquire into the collection. I'm picky. There's a fair amount out there, although the mine has been closed. So the White Buffalo that's out there and available is sitting in people's, what they call a stash, and in their collections. And we're fortunate enough to have acquired really some beautiful pieces along the way, which I'm going to showcase and feature for you today. We're going to do all of the pieces at 15% off of the original retail price. As a special, it'll be a limited time special. So if you see anything that you like, take a snap of it and send me a photo or call me, and I'll be happy to pull that piece and either send you closer ups of it or more detail, measurements, things like that, whatever you might like. So with that, we're going to jump in and show you some of the pieces that are in the collection. So one of the pieces I just kind of want to show right away is this. It's a memory wire. I love this. This one goes around 4 times, and it has natural pearls, sterling silver beads, Navajo-like beads, and then onyx. And it is a beautiful, let me think here. I think this one actually has a signature of who did it as well. Maybe it does or it doesn't. I can't read that writing. But at any rate, it is $450, and it will be 15% off, which will be roughly around $60, $70. Bella, there's some guests that just walked in the front. Can you help them? And so, and there may be music that'll go live while we're here. We have a huge event at our skate park, which is just kitty corner to us, which is really exciting. It's a fundraiser for the community. So we might have music. We've had reggae, we've had pop, and we've had hardcore rock. So there's a bunch of bands playing in downtown Billings tonight or tomorrow night. We're trying to figure out exactly. We think tonight because they're playing, but they're warming up. Nonetheless, back to the White Buffalo collection. And then I also want to show you, here to the light, is this 3 oval cuff in black onyx, which is stunning. I can adjust this from a size 6 on up to probably a 7, 7.5 very easily. This one sells for $1,725. Again, it's going to be 15% off. So we're going to be around 200, somewhere between $250 and $280 off on that piece. And just so you can see, it's got, and then 2 oval. 3 ovals this way and 2 ovals accentuating it here. It's out of my light range, but I want to keep the light right here for some of these other pieces. So there you go. Beautiful and really comfortable piece. I love it as a stackable. I wear a black and silver cuff almost every day of some sort because it just goes with everything. All right. The earring that I'm wearing is a White Buffalo, and it's 2 oval, so it's a progressive size here. You got the beautiful over here, and then a little bit larger. It's got great motion and movement. It's clean. I love it. It's got a nice amount of matrix. The white is popping hard and strong, then with a little bit of that black matrix, which makes it really a beautiful piece. It's got a lot of wow factor. You could do this with a white shirt in denim, right? Certainly black. You know, there's just so many options with the White Buffalo and what you can and should incorporate it into so many different things. And it's also really beautiful done just with sterling beads. The White Buffalo and sterling beads is gorgeous. So this particular earring right here, and I believe this one is a signed piece as well, is $925, and it will be 15% off, so around 140-ish off. I'm not going to calculate exact prices today. Sorry. And then this beautiful, it's an oval cluster in almost a floret, really beautiful. The color of the buffalo is stunning. Look at that, how beautiful. really beautiful sterling design. I mean, it's just an exquisite. The patina on the back of the stones is a really dark patina, and it really pops the white quite beautifully. And this one is $1,750. Again, that will be 15% off. I can make that a little bit smaller, so it's going to fit probably a 7 to an 8 very nicely. If you need it smaller to a 6, I'll work on that. I'll let you know if I can do that. I don't know if I can get that. Yeah, I can. I can get it to a 6, 6.5 too. So a really beautiful standout piece. You can see how it just pops against the earrings, all of it. All right, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I want to show you, this is a multi-strand. It's an onyx bead. Let's see if I can get this undone here. There we go. So it's onyx, and it is sterling silver. The pearls, which are beautiful, and it's going to be a 21 to a 23 inch. You can see there's a lot of leeway right here in the length of it, and we can get almost up to a choker length. This is probably that's shorter than, I'm guessing you could get it almost to a 16, 17 inch length. And this will hold a pendant beautifully as well. And then you can get it clear down to here. Keep in mind with all of these, you can get even another 2 to 3 inches down with an extender. And it's got the beautiful beryl beads here on the top. And just a really, very, very nice, really, really nice set of the beautiful beads. And we have some different pendants that will fit onto these as well, and really create a nice presentation for you. It's hard to find these, honestly. It's very, very hard to find them. And this one is $1,750 as well, and that will be 15% off also. Very pretty. And of course I go live and we get busy. It's probably because we have activity down in our part of the downtown. We're so excited that we have bands here tonight. So if you're local, come on down, and we'll stay open a little later tonight too. So this one, this is actually a Stone Feather Road design. We couldn't find a multi-strand fetish, not fetish, but Hishi type looking piece. So this one was designed in-house. It's all little small stone pieces of the white buffalo, along with about 4 millimeters, so it's all about 4 to 5 millimeter on the sterling pearls. And it's a lovely, lovely piece. And it is 38 inches long. Bella, Stoney's at the back door. Thank you. So here it is at the 38 length. And just look even how fun that is to flank this piece, but it's also beautiful done as such. So in a little bit, you can wear this so many ways, and I'll show it to you also. Let me see if I have the right pendant to do with it. But you can do it this way, or you can do it this way, which is also fun. And in the, that seems longer than 38 inches. But it could be. Let's see if that's 19. Yeah, that's about right. So let's see, do I have a pendant that would work other than this one? I don't. I'm going to see if I can come back at the end and show you this other necklace with that. But at any rate, this particular piece is $1,500, and so it would be around $225 off. And I would like to show you on that how we can make that really fun and adjustable. So I'll try and do that with this pendant, which I'm going to show now. And so this is sold separate. The beads, which are pearl and onyx and sterling, are sold separate from this gorgeous pendant. And I'm going to take this piece off just temporarily. We'll end with the big piece. And I want to show you how this one looks on its own, because it certainly stands on its own very easily. So again, there's a lot of leeway on the length here. Here is the shorter length, which is probably about 17, 18 inches long. And look how that handles that pendant beautifully. You could also do just a sterling one, and I think that would be really pretty as well. And then I'm going to lengthen it and show you clear out to the end. It's got to look at the little, it's got a little pearl and onyx at the end. Those are the details in the Primo designers that make the difference. Okay, I'm not going to get that hooked right now, but here's the length that it's at on the longer version. Isn't that beautiful? So it behaves somewhat like a really cool squash blossom type of impact piece. You could come clear down to here, which would be pretty, and then even put another necklace or tiered layers up in here. So it's one of those ones that has a lot of versatility, including that you could take this off and have just this piece. Now, I'm gonna put, okay, so first of all, the neck piece is, the multi-strand is 1900, and so it would be roughly around 280 to 290 off. And I want to try it on this white one and see if we like it. But I'm going to show you a trick with this kind of a length of necklace. So again, this one is 38 inches long. Did I just put that on backwards? No. Good. So I'm going to show this 3 ways now that I have it on. So here is the pendant worn low, which is very pretty. This tends to be the way that I love this kind of a stackable piece in terms of the layers of the necklace. But I like that a lot. Really pretty. Really showcases the pendant itself. And then you can also go equidistant, which is really kind of fun. So I think that's kind of a, you know, a fun way to play with, you know, this particular length of necklace and with that and with this pendant. Okay, and the pendant is Bella. What's the price on that? I can't bifocal in.
$3,500.
$3,500. The pendant is $3,500, and so it's going to be around $450-ish off on that piece on the 15%. And just so you can see that up close, how beautiful that one is. Gorgeous and definitely signed piece. All right, let's do another bracelet here. So I'm going to dabble in a little bit of turquoise with this collection, and this is an older piece, more of a vintage, and it is got a gorgeous 5 stones with some black matrix, and then it's got a braided central part of the stackable cuff right there. And just look how nice it layers with these pieces. Let's put it in between and show how it lays there as well. Just pops a little bit of really cool color. And then if you wanted to pop it in with, you know, just sterling, that's also really kind of fun and lovely. This piece is $1,150, and so you're going to be around $160, $170 off on the beautiful vintage turquoise cuff. Really nice. So if you like any of these pieces and are interested in them, what you need to do is just snap a picture as I'm going through them and send that to me, and I will pull those pieces or take further pictures or whatever it is and information that you need further. This is a sweet little smaller scale black onyx in sterling set, and it's probably a size 10 on this one, maybe an 11 even, and it is $175, so it would be around $28, $26, $27 off. So real pretty, very clean. It'd be a pretty little scarf pull as well. And this, just back into a turquoise style of pendant. It's about a 2-inch long pendant from the top to the bottom. It's got a really nice bail on it that's going to accommodate about a 12mm pearl or chain or neck, and it's just going to sit, you know, right there. It's just very clean, very understated, very nice. The quality on the stone is superb. It's got some nice matrix in it, really pretty. And this one sells for $675, and it is a signed piece, And again, we're at 15% off on all of the pieces in the collection today. Now, this one is also a 5-stone oval. Not also, this one is, I guess, as well, but much different kind of a scale of it. And it is $7.95 and is a beautiful, beautiful cuff in a larger scale, like wow factor, right? Let's pop these off. It'll stand on its own beautifully, but it also could be stacked, certainly with other pieces, but I think it's just, you know, it's quite lovely just on its own. Although I did kind of like the layered look with it. Put that back on. Texture and color, and that's always fun to play with. Just even a little bit of that pretty together. So what did I say, $7.95 on that one? That's a pretty good value on that. That's a big cuff, and it's a lot of onyx, and the sterling is significant on it. It's very pretty patina on it. Very nice. All right. Let's do a beautiful ring. And this one is going to be about a size, probably an 8. So it doesn't quite fit my hand. I'm a 9 on that ring finger. And so this is about a 3.5 inch white buffalo with turquoise. It's a beautiful piece, real simple, very clean again. It's kind of my mantra, but I buy a lot in that realm because I like that kind of a design. The color on the stone is exquisite. This is a beautiful matrix. This just finishes off very nicely in a really nice blue stone. So here you go. It could be on a middle finger, pointer, ring. There's a lot of options with this. And rings too also look different how you play them. So when you get a piece, flip it one way or the other and try which way you like it better in the reflection. This one is $900, and so that will be 90, about 135-ish off at 15%. All right, this is a small scale onyx watch band. It's an older piece. A lot of the watch bands are older because there were so many more watches that were done back in the day, right? But it's 3 stones, 3 onyx stones on each side. It'll hold a smaller watch face and just really pretty. Very delicate, dainty, very clean. And then you can adjust the size on the back with the, you can take those pieces in and out. I don't know how to do it, but a jeweler does. And this one is $350, so again, it would be 15% off. And then there's a stunning earring set. If I find white buffalo and I love the color, I buy it. And they come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. Here's a beautiful post earring. So it's got the black onyx up here and then the white buffalo here. And then the 3 dots on the bottom. Very clean, very nice. Length is going to be about 2 to 2.5 inches. Look how gorgeous that is. Just stunning. That would actually be really pretty too with the first necklace I had on. I'll remember to put it back on with that or show it with that. And that set is $1,250. Again, at the 15% off. Do you need me? No? Okay. And how about a beautiful, just, it's a little bit chunky, but clean line stacker all at the same time. And let's just unveil a little bit here. And this one can be adjusted. I can probably get that down to a 6.5, 7, on up to an 8. But look how powerful that color is. Really a beautiful statement piece. Very, very nice. And this one sells for $1,950. And the color is exquisite. That's what we're looking for. Just enough to dance into the white buffalo without being too white or without being too dark. I'll buy a too dark one if the white on it is sharp, but I like a blend of each. And it can have a dominant white or a dominant black, but it's got to have a matrix that feels yummy. This has a titch, just a titch of a warm tone right in through here too. A little bit of a really, really, really light brown, which I love that too when we find, and so does the necklace has a taupe color in it too. That is really pretty cool. Here is a really larger scale oval, and this one sells for $6.75. So it would be 15% off that. This is a bigger cup. It's going to fit a size 7, 7.5 to an 8 wrist, but a real like a power statement piece. It could be a great men's piece as well. I do have some play on it with size. I can bring it down to, let's see here, how far can I bring it down? I can get to a 7, 7.5 on it. And again, this would be fun. It's not for a size 6 wrist though, not a 6 or 6.5. Have to be at least a 7. And then I think it would be a really strong power piece in an oval on your wrist. And again, this one was $6.75. This is a favorite. I've loved this design since we've carried it. We've carried it in a lot of ways. We've carried it in single cuffs with just 1 strand, 2 strand, 3 strand, and then we've got up to 4 strands on this one. Not a lot of adjusting that can be done on this one. I wouldn't want to because of it's not really inlay. It is bezel set and it's separate, but it could be maybe a little bit smaller. But I'm a 6.5 and I would wear it right here, so I think it's fine. So, and it's gonna fit up to a 7, not much more than that though. Beautiful piece. And this one is $2,750. A lot of gorgeous onyx and work on that one, all the way around. And then this piece, which is a fun white buffalo with a little bit of a novel feather to the side here, feathers going here and here, and then the 3 stones to the left. It's just an unusual, kind of an unpredictable piece that is really beautiful. The color on it is exquisite. We're about 2.5 to 3 inches, 2.5 on the length here, the vertical, and just a really, again, a wow type piece. This one is $3,500. There's a lot of white buffalo carat weight in that one, and really quite lovely. And that would be 15% off as well. Then let's shift a little bit here. I want to go in and show you 2 other necklaces, if I can get out of this one. Sometimes I wonder if when I'm live, am I really going to get out of this or not? And I might not. So we'll cheat it. Do it this way. Luckily, I can do that on a 38-inch. Okay. Let's show you the black onyx lariat. This is a little bit smaller scale, but really lovely. And here it is on the long. But again, you could go a little bit longer, but isn't that just pretty and clean on its own? Just very nice. Just that is a great statement. And this one sells for $5,900. It's $5,900 on this piece. And again, that's going to be about $900 off. So around the 5,000 mark. And it could go shorter as well. So you could reasonably come all the way up to here and wear it as more of a choker piece, which would be beautiful. Really lovely. That goes with everything. And you could dress it up or down. It just wouldn't even matter. It's going to take you kind of wherever you want to go. Here is a really special cuff piece with a ton of sterling built around it. It's got a nice wide back on the back part of the piece and the cuff. And then this is just all gorgeous cut and layered sterling. A lot of work on this. A lot of work. And the stone, again, a little more on the white side of the scale. And it just is really pretty. Very clean, very pretty. Great everyday piece to wear. With whatever you have on, it's going to work. And this piece sells for $2,950 in the beautiful white buffalo and sterling. Very nice. We have a sweet ring here. And this is about, it's an 8.5 to a 9, very linear, and it's got the white points heading this way, and then the black is kind of concentrated towards the center here. So it almost appears that there's a black stone in the middle, but really a beautiful pointer finger, middle finger would be pretty, and then of course the ring finger. I think you go a lot of ways there. Always keep in mind too, this is not a hard one. Oh, this one actually will adjust. I can actually make this fit me. There we go. Love it when they do an adjustable. So much better. There we go. So there's the fit on it. Very nice. And so this one is $275, and it would be roughly around $45 off. So you're around $230 on that. Nice white buffalo ring. Beautiful piece. Now this piece is, again, back to a turquoise piece, but I've loved this piece all along. And it is all individual little crosses. Just want to get them all headed the right direction here. Here and there. Okay, here we go. One more. To flip. There we go. If you lay it down, it's actually really easy to do. And then if you take it and hang it right after you wear it, it's not going to get messed up. There we go. So this one, it feels like a beautiful charmed necklace, but I love the motion of it and how it moves. So here it is on the long adjustment, and then here it would be as a choker, and I really love it as a choker. Beautiful. There, here it's pretty. Here it's pretty. And you could even go longer with an adjuster. I think my favorite place though for it is, what do you guys think? Here? I would say here, here to up in here. I love it as a choker. Kind of like that whole feel. So this one is, let's see here. This is done by a designer by the name of Dakota T. Willie, 15 to 20 inches long, and it's $4,800. I have lots of favorites, but I really have always favored this piece. I just think he did such a cool job, and the crosses are at different lengths, and it's enchanted. It reminds me of a wind chime, and I love wind chimes. And then in the case, this is the last piece, and I'll come back to the original lariat that I had on. But here is a beautiful white buffalo. So on the short end, you'd be right here, which is lovely. And then on the longer here. And again, you could still go longer if you wanted to use an extender, and depending on your height. This would be a great length for me. I could still wear another pendant if I want it, and I could even bring longer sterling pearls down below. But you can see the color on it is perfect. And the design around the edges, it's like it really flashes the stone itself. It's like it illuminates it. It's got almost a starburst behind it. All really good quality stones that are consistent with each other. They match up nicely. And this one is $5,900. And so that would be about right around $900 off on this piece as well. I guess I had one other cuff here. This is a spectacular cuff. This is really a heavy men's cuff, and it's going to be about a size 9 to a 10. I'm not even going to begin to do it justice, but I'll put it up here in my arm. But big stones, big heavy domed turquoise that goes up and down, or sterling rather, that goes up and down. That's in a triangle. Big chunk of sterling on that, and then the roping, all really, really, really nice in there, so you can see it closely. Quite a beautiful piece there. And so this one, again, it's probably going to be 9 to a 10 size. I can get an exact measurement for you. It's got more flexibility this way, so more of a flatter wrist that's wide versus a round wrist that's more circular, because from here is not as much leeway out as it is here. Okay, beautiful piece. And this one is 3,900 gram weight on this one is very heavy. It's a big piece. Yeah, for sure. All right. So back to the initial lariat that I had on. I was like cheering when I found this one because it's just so hard to find. They're really extra, right? I'm getting the hearts. I feel you there. It's just so hard to find, or harder to find, the really beautiful statement pieces like this. Now, I have this on almost the shortest length, so this actually can come down. You know, if you're 6 foot and up, you might really love this because of the length that it'll come down to. It'll come down another 5 inches. And you don't need an extender on this one. No way, no shape, no form. You just don't. But you can bring it up, and I could actually make it shorter even yet. I don't think it lends itself as well there. I don't like it as well. That's personal. I like it right about here. So that's where I decided to land it, at least for my height and myself. And this piece is there we go, is 9,500. So White Buffalo, you know, they're big investment pieces. I didn't have a lot of smaller ones. I'm sorry, I would have and should have. I should have some smaller, but I just don't have any in right now. So you've seen a lot of really bigger scale pieces in this collection that are the investment pieces, and the larger prices and scale of stones on them, but really good ones. And so if there's any of them that interest you, reach out to me. We click through these actually very regularly, and they sell through. And I don't keep them long. I'm always on the hunt for it. And when I find a great piece, it comes into the collection. So we'll keep it the 15% off for a limited amount of time. Reach out to me if there's any of them you'd like to see closer. And if there's any of them you know you'd like, just snap a picture and say sold. And I'll get you an invoice off as long as we've got your email. If I don't have your email, I'll need your email. So this was What's in the Case, collection number 5. And I'm going to try and do yet maybe one more. Maybe today. I hate to overpromise and underdeliver, but I am going to try and do one more case and do some apparel for you too. I got a new Pendleton sweater that you might want to see. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me, and hope you have an awesome continuing day, and we'll see you soon.